These children are using Sullivan program material. This is an individualized linguistic type of reading program. Each child is working at his own level. The youngsters at the table read each frame, make their response, and then move their slider down to check the accuracy of their response. One of the strengths to the Sullivan program is immediate reinforcement. So as soon as a child makes a correct response, he knows it's correct. If he should make an incorrect response, he also knows that immediately, and he can change his response. Youngsters work in the program form for only part of their reading time, generally about 15 minutes. Some of the youngsters are writing in their book, others are writing in what we call a response book. The youngster at the blackboard is doing follow-up individual stories with the Sullivan vocabulary. The Sullivan vocabulary is part of the linguistic structure. Youngsters at this table are doing reinforcing kind of activities using their Sullivan vocabulary. These are teacher-made games. Excuse me, darling. Teacher-made games in which the child is matching the word to a picture clue. The word MAP, this is a check to see whether the MAP has meaning for the child. Whether she puts it here at MAN, or whether she puts it here at MAP. When she finishes all of her responses, the teacher will check it. Thank you, dear. On this game, she's made appropriate responses for color. This is the teacher's check to see whether or not the child knows the names of her colors. Another teacher-made game in which the child is matching words. This teacher-made game, the child puts the card that has a picture of something that begins with the same initial consonant. The goat goes into the G. The rose goes with the R's. The door goes with the D's. The hanger goes with the H's. Thank you, dear. This child is working on configuration. She's using property blocks to match patterns. May I disturb this, darling? Just push aside a little bit and you can push it back. The teacher's drawn the pattern on the card, and the child has reproduced the pattern. This is to teach visual discrimination. All right? This is a listening center. Children each have a paper for responses. They're listening to program material on a record, and they will make responses to what they hear. The important part in this learning experience is the child has to actively take part by responding to what he's hearing. This can be done with cassette tapes, it can be done with records or any other type of listening material.